Is this thing on?
I think it's on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hey, everybody out there in the interwebs. It's Patrick.
And Ashley.
From
Jigsaw Health.
And we're here with none other than girl power herself. Say hello to Simone Jardim.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Hello, everybody, and good evening.
We're going to get into that video. Trust me. Simone, how are you today? How are things in Florida?
Well, it's actually a little bit cooler, which is nice. And today it's Landon's birthday. So, so we've been running around, and I think they're eating pizza right now. So, yeah. But
happy birthday to Landon, and thank you for letting us steal you away at dinner time, no less.
I'm sure he'll jump in. Yeah, they will come through at one point, I'm sure.
We already have a couple of commenters coming in. We got Louise Strain. Simone, I love to watch you play. I need to know how to lob. Well, Simone, I imagine you have a video on that, do you not?
Yeah, I'm sure there is a video. We did that probably a while back.
We also have Darcy Slayton, woohoo for Simone. Yeah, she's so excited. She's clapping.
All right.
And we have probably the #1 pro pickleball addict herself, Rosemary Yakubowski from the Villages in Florida. Hello, Patrick, Ashley, and Simone. Well, hello, Rosemary.
Well, hello.
I agree, Darcy. Simone is so dang inspiring and the GOAT.
That's right. Girl power.
Oh, and speaking of girl power, it's one of Simone's proteges. Alex, not sure how to say that last name either.
Oh my gosh, that's another video.
See, yeah, he has a problem pronouncing people's names, so no one please be offended.
Please do not. In fact, on that one, how about we start with our first video, the one that certainly people ask me about the most. Here we go. Jardim.
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 Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim. Esses gringos não sabem falar teu nome, não?
Ah, tu não tem noção das coisas que eu escuto. Jardim, Jardim.
Jardim. I knew I heard it. I got it. Simone Jardim. I don't know how she doesn't know how to say her name.
Right.
So, Simone, why is that? Why don't you know how to say your own name?
I don't know. I guess moved to America and forgot how to speak Portuguese. That's usually what I get from my family because I forget so many words. But yeah, no, definitely you nailed it. I mean, you nailed it every single time. One better than the other.
For those that don't know, I am not good with scripts, but I'm pretty good at improvising. So there was an example of like, we had the idea and the director, Corey, was kind of like, well, just give me names. And I was like, whatever happens just kind of came out.
Which is a dangerous thing to tell Patrick to do, by the way.
Especially on camera.
Yep.
There's good old Rob Noonan saying, my new nickname is now Gringo. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is not derogatory in Portuguese because it just means someone not from Latin America.
No, it's an American.
That's right. So the funny part is, for those that don't know, Dio, who is in that video with her, works at Jigsaw Health. He's one of our warehouse warriors. And we realized, wait a second, Dio is from Portugal.
Brazil. He's Brazilian. He's like literally.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
He speaks Portuguese, yeah.
Yes.
No. He's from Brazil. He's from a town like not far from me. It's like 3-hour drive.
Wow. I didn't know you
Yeah.
were. Okay, wow. That's
We are
cool.
that close. Yep.
So that was sort of our setup idea where Dio would be overhearing me, the gringo, try to pronounce this name, which was based on something that we've witnessed where it's like nobody knows how to say Simone's last name. And she's great about
She's a good
it.
sport
She's like,
about it,
what
yeah.
Jardim, I've heard it all. So what's maybe the best version of your name that you've heard?
The best
The
botched
most
version?
I would say the it's when people make it the J like a ha like in like a Hispanic, so it's Hardim is usually what I hear the most. But then also people trying to make it French, like Jardin. It's like I've gotten so many different names. I'm like, oh my goodness! Like at one point, people I just say like whatever you want to call me, it's fine. I'll answer it. But yeah, but I think the follow up was pretty good as well. The follow up commercial, it turned out pretty funny.
Well, on that note, I wanted to just add one thing. People also botch your first name quite a bit. And I'm a witness because we went to Starbucks together. And when you went up and they asked your name, you just said Simone, didn't you?
Yeah, that's how I have to say it. Otherwise, I mean, I've gotten everything you can think of. So
So
I
if
like
Starbucks
that.
asked for your last name, you'd probably say Simone Jardim.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I say my name, which is not
Yeah.
my name, but yeah, just for the spelling purposes.
Well, you mentioned the follow-up. So how about we watch the follow-up?
That's pretty good.
Hey, Simone. I got your new paddle.
Ele comprou tua raquete nova.
Diz pra ele que é legal, né?
It's cool.
Could she sign it?
Ele quer que tu assine.
Mas já tá assinada.
She said she already signed it.
But I did not see her sign it myself personally.
Esse gringo quer que eu assine a raquete nem sabe falar meu nome direito.
She says she'll sign it if you can say her last name correctly.
Jardim. Watch Simone's eyes right here. Jardim. Jardim? Chardon? Garden? Jedi?
By the way, I just noticed that like Dio, like we kind of connected eyes like pretty good when
Oh,
when
that?
that was like, I'm like, wow, like timing was pretty good there.
Oh my gosh. If okay, note to Corey Malkin, our director of video productions, if you're watching this, could I please get a GIF of this look? I'm gonna need a GIF of that right there.
Pretty good.
And then well, here we go. That
Jardim?
to that.
So good.
Because we both kind of had the same look, like like to each other. But yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. Like I and we talked about this, how the first time I was there, I had just met you guys and met them. It was the first time I I've been around them, and then I got to spend more time with them. And coming back the second time, I just felt just so much more comfortable, and I felt like it was so much more fluid. And I in my opinion, I think that the second batch turned out much funnier in the sense of like just being more relaxed and being like, oh, like this is gelling, and there's a lot more back and forth. And I mean, I like I said, I like that. This second batch was definitely some of my favorites turned out from that. And I told you guys, I was like, you can embarrass me. I could care less. My only thing is that I think when you talk about the singing one, because that's people's favorite. I think that when I sent you a message, I said, wow, I sound really bad. And then your response was, oh, I can make it sound worse. And I was like, how is this even possible? Oh.
Well, don't worry. We're definitely going to play Simone Sings on our
gosh.
review of Behind the Scenes with
That was
Simone
awful.
today.
That was awful.
But I think we got a couple of other great comments in here. Josh Smith saying, you're a really good sport, Simone.
Amen.
And I can attest to that, because one thing that we actually don't share the scripts with the pros prior to them coming. Number one, because I don't want them to like say, well, I don't want them to change it. I don't want them to have to think about it and be like, whatever. And number two, I don't want them to get nervous or overthink it. So Corey and the rest of the team does a great job of directing the team. And I think, like you said, Simone, the second time you came, you saw the first batch of commercials. So you knew you could trust us to like deliver a good representation of you, even if it was you singing.
Or in a parrot
or dressed in a parrot costume.
Yeah,
or dressed in a parrot costume.
Yeah, I mean, we really were testing your sportsmanship on this last round, weren't we?
Oh,
How far will Simone go? Well, so
exactly.
far, she's up for about anything.
Well, on that note, how about we get to the pickleball parrot? And I know we also have some bloopers of the pickleball parrot after.
Yes.
But let's begin with the pickleball parrot.
Oh gosh.
Pickleballparrot.com.
Bruh? Don't you want to watch Pro Pickleball?
Please, Patrick, you don't have to make that sound anymore. I mean, I get the point.
Yes,
People need a
please,
simple way to
Patrick.
find the details for live pro pickleball events.
Exactly. And that's why we need to figure out how to spell Brock.
Does it start with a B or a W?
I don't know. It might be both. Check.
I hear at least 3, maybe 4 A's.
Guys, it's not a real word.
But we still have to figure out how to spell it. Brock. Look, just wait until you see the video we're going to make.
All right, you guys, let's do this. Gotta return the suit by 5.
Brock?
love the Brock at the end.
Oh.
No, I mean, I like I said, and just so you know, you guys remember, I was hanging out in the hallway, and at times, like when it was my time to go, I was just too busy reading the posters in the hallway. I was just like, and I was like, oh, whoops, that's my cue.
Well, speaking of, we actually have some bloopers from that event. Would you like to see?
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Okay, seriously. Brock? I can't do it. Brock?
A little bit more in the back of the throat. Brock, like that.
Brock? Brock?
Actually, I can use 2 out of 3 of those. Make it 3 out of 4.
What a ham you are.
I don't
At
even know
that
what
time,
to say.
it's like I've lost it already, so it's just gone. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh. That was so funny. And we actually have an idea for a follow-up Pickleball Parrot. By the way, for those of you that don't know, the Pickleball Parrot is a website that we started. It's kind of like a TV guide for pro pickleball. So go to pickleballparrot.com, sign up. It's a free service. It just tells you when the pros are going to be playing and where. And we needed it because we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's why we started it. But as I've been hearing that, I'm like, man, the audience must be getting sick of that. We got to do a new commercial. And by the way, we have, well, they're around here somewhere, but 2 new cute puppies, and they have a training collar on them. And when you want them to do a command. So we thought, why don't we put it on Patrick? And right as I'm about to, she does it. And you're like,
can you do it for real? It's gotta be because
yeah.
That way you get you gotta get a little poor. Oh my god.
Yes, I think that's a definite must.
For sure.
Because again, it's too real. Like I really feel like we need that in real life. So why not make a funny video out of it?
Kay Vickers is saying, who knew parrots have wristwatches? And I remember. But I remember you insisting that I had the suit, and you insisting that I look at my wrist, and I'm like, oh sure, now I'm gonna really, really look crazy, I already look crazy. Now I'm like totally, completely lost it.
Yes, good observation, Kay.
Yeah, fun one here. Simone, is there any chance you could play a tournament with pigtails like in the Irina commercial where you dance? We're going to get to that one in a little bit, Rob. It will, maybe we will.
Great.
Actually, we probably should. We'll see if we have time.
Yeah.
We're going to go for about another 30 minutes. There was an earlier comment from Jeff Rose that is in Portuguese. I wanted to have Simone translate this for the audience. Hopefully it's not bad words. If it is, I should take it off.
No. It's good afternoon, Simone. I think it was a little bit of a typo, but me and my boyfriend, we love to play.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
Well, speaking of love to play, I want to show the girl power video.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of you at home, this was an idea that Simone had that she sent basically in a poem via audio message to me, where she was like, hey, I don't know what the video is, but I wrote this poem and I want to do it as a commercial. So without further ado, here we go.
Girls, I love being a girl. I love to play. I love to inspire, and I love to have fun. So you go girl, go play, go inspire, go have fun. Because it's fun to be you. It's fun to play. It's fun to inspire, and it's fun to feel good.
I mean, it gives me chills again. You too?
I have chill bumps
Rosemary says it's her favorite Simone commercial, and it's hard to beat Simone Sings, which we will get to.
Different style, though.
But this one is really good.
Really inspiring, as you are. So it's
Thank you.
Simone,
Yeah,
do
I
you
mean,
want
I
to talk
think
about what inspired you?
yeah, you know, I think at the end of the day, as a woman, as a girl, woman, I think that what happens often is that you know, we talk about there's always this talk, this controversy about you know, the number of men to the number of women playing, and I think that you know, it's that still there is this issue that the numbers. It's harder for women to travel as much. Like for me, for example, I probably when I was younger and didn't have any kids, it would have been a lot easier to do that. And it doesn't mean that I don't like to play as much as the guy next to me. It's just that it's tougher. And so talk about, you know, there's always this that the draws are smaller, and there's so many things that go with it. I think that we are blessed with hormones, and you know, that's much harder as time goes. I know that we deal with that. Guys don't have to worry about it, but I just think that that's kind of I always feel like you know, from the moment I got into it, that like into the world of sports, that it was an extra battle, just because again, I don't feel like I have to prove anything, but at the same time I feel like there is this constant you know, why are there you know, enough women playing, and if, you know, like people love like, oh, you know, if the women play the men, and like, well, we're not men, so it's just, you know, I think it's just I have pride for being a woman, and I am so proud of all the women that do compete and that go out and play, and but it's just, I think that it's a constant battle that we are always fighting. And I've always said this, I have nothing against men. I just think that at the end of the day is that we are always having to, you know, kind of explain ourselves, and in a way like, well, we you know, we have the opportunities are different, and the, you know, availability is different.
Well, as Darcy says, you are so dang inspiring. And as this commenter wants to know, they hope you are feeling better, Simone. Do you want to take a minute and tell people how you're feeling? I know everybody knows you
I'm
got a little
walking.
banged up there. You
I
are
know.
walking.
I am walking, which is
I'm
a
sure your
plus.
audience, your fans, us would love to hear how you're feeling.
Yeah,
Take a
so
minute
of
and tell
course,
us.
yeah, so of course after the tournament, I didn't feel it really truly after like 48 hours. It hit me pretty hard, and I was having a hard time just even walking. And I haven't really done anything. I've been taking time off. I've been doing treatment, and you know, it's slowly improving. And I think that the as my doctor mentioned it to me, the AGE word. I think that, yeah, that is which we shall not talk about, but because my birthday is coming up. But yeah, it's just the recovery. I think that's the most frustrating part. I think I was more, you know, people saw me like that. I had kisses to all my fans and all my friends. They were really worried about me, and because I was bawling. I mean, I was truly crying. Like,
it was sad.
It came from like the throat, like maybe from the gut out, and but you know, it wasn't that I was like I'm dying, like I'm in pain. It was more the emotional drain that this has been for me, and I think the part that I didn't get before, it was that as you age, it just recovery is so much longer. It's such a pain, and so like mentally, I just felt like I can't win. I can't win with this. You know, I was feeling better. I was feeling good. I honestly, I was feeling great. and then one boom, like a takeoff.
One play.
And that's the kind of thing where like, okay, here's another setback, like for how long, and I think that it was all playing in my head, like am I starting back from zero all over again? And I think that's the emotional part that I got caught in the moment, and it was just like maybe I had been holding in, and it's just like all just kind of came out. So been processing it and trying to figure it out what it is that I'm gonna do, and at this point there isn't much other than just treatment. I've been doing a ton of it, and I've been really good about not pushing it. I mean, I haven't done anything, so I just feel like I'm gonna play this one more, not this weekend, of course, but the following week I'll head to La Quinta and finish out the year, and then I'll probably do one more set of PRP, because I really think like my hip is actually really, really good, which was usually the worst injury for me. But the hamstring right now is just a 24/7 pain, and it's just awful. So that I'll do that again, but then I will not do anything for a while and let it heal, just because that's what it's supposed to do. It's just that I've been going.
Well, good. Let's look at a couple comments here. First of all, from Galaxy Mosaic, what does it mean when they call a pickleball player a GOAT? That stands for the greatest of all time. And Simone's record over the past 6 years is the greatest of all time. It's a lot of wins and maybe like 3 losses. It's incredibly good.
Yeah.
Jeff Rose wrote in, I believe he was the one that wrote in the Portuguese. He said, just for the record, my girlfriend is Portuguese. Type that. And wanted her to say that we admire the way you play and conduct yourself on the court. And I agree.
That.
You are a heck of a you have a lot of sportsmanship with how you play. So that's one of the things that inspires. Louise also said, say that one more time.
Obrigada. That's thank
obrigada.
You. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, obrigada. A woman says obrigada. Men say obrigado.
Okay.
You really think I'm gonna be able to say that correctly?
No. Well, Dio can remind you.
Dio can remind me.
Yeah.
Louise said, I love that video, especially the little dance you did at the end. Go girl. And I want to watch this one again because there's just a couple of things about this video that I think are fun little kind of Easter eggs that the people on here will, I think, enjoy. So let's watch it one more time.
Girls, I love being a girl. I love to play. I love to inspire. And I love to have fun. So you go girl. Go play. Go inspire. Go have fun. Because it's fun to be you. It's fun to play. It's fun to inspire. And it's fun to feel good.
Okay, so first of all, this is not Simone's daughter.
No.
It does look a little like Alexis, but Alexis wasn't there. And actually, this is the daughter of Tara, a woman that works on our customer happiness team. Her name is escaping me at the moment. What's Tara's daughter's name? You'll think of it.
Yeah.
And this was filmed on a different day. So she's looking up at the camera. This ball Simone did sign.
To nothing.
But she looks up to like nothing and it still works. It's like, this is great. So then Simone, like, I think, right here, she like signs the ball and hands it. And I think it was like Christian standing on the ground, like, here, just act like I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
And then like here was Simone, like, we're like, hey, like pretend like you won a big match. And she's like, there's no one here. It's like, no one will see that. Just pretend like everyone's cheering for you.
You did great.
I know. And one of my other favorite things here is the dance that you did here.
Because it's fun to...
That's like what do you call
Samba.
that Brazilian dance?
It's Samba.
The Samba. But what Rob Noonan will notice is that this is the same outfit that when Simone did the pigtails
In
in Irina's video.
Beat Simone.
So we used the same day. And Irina it was Irina. The Beat Simone video was inspired by Irina. She came up with that concept, and she's like, like if Simone was dancing in my head. This is a terrible Irina accent. I gotta work on this. But she's like dancing
Almost as good
in my
as you
head.
saying my last name.
Yeah. There's a trend here. I'm just saying.
Hey, the trend is I'm not scared to be stupid publicly, which is maybe not a good thing. But that's just that part is really funny to me.
Oh, go to the packet throwing because I think you and me had to throw packets.
Yeah, I think you're right. Probably.
No, it's a little later on.
Oh, well, the other thing is like this is another one. So like that was the day that we were taking this picture, which became also
wardrobe malfunction.
Which became the silhouette for
Pickleball Fever.
And you're right.
To have fun. So you go girl, go play, go inspire, go have fun. Okay. Because it's fun to be you.
Right there. So that was...
It was actually really hard to do that.
Like throwing up the packets at the right time. But also, Lucy Kovalova saw some behind the scenes on Instagram.
And of Simone all dolled up in a nice dress.
And this is what inspired the Lucy Kovalova, Lucia perfume commercial. Because Lucy's like, how come Simone get dressed up and I don't?
Yeah, we're like, oh, you can. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
It's just kind of funny that like the way they kind of layer on top of each other and stuff. So it's just kind of fun.
What did Paul Fregoso say?
Paul Fregoso, our pickleball buddy here in town, makes some homemade. I don't know how to say that.
Feijoada.
I would have gotten that.
I was not going to get that.
I wasn't. But thank you, Paul.
Whatever it is, it sounds delicious.
A couple other great comments. Richard, Simone, your sweet and encouraging spirit is appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
We also had great, another Paul Fregoso. Come on, Patrick, este gringo. And then also no, Patrick, no, please don't try.
That's great.
Wait, are all the comments why are they on negative to me?
I think it's because you're just out there,
I put it out there. You're right, Richard. The Jigsaw commercials are creative and family friendly. Always. So why don't we watch another one? Which one should we watch next? Is it 4:31? Maybe time for Simone Sings?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Simone could sing?
Or not.
Here we go. Man, Simone's at the office today. This is really important to her. Can you work your magic?
Yeah, all right. Let's see what she's got.
I mean, I love pickleball, but my true passion is singing. Yeah, I wanna think with somebody. I wanna move my feet with somebody. Yeah, I wanna think with somebody. Pickleball with some of my buddies. How's that?
You're natural. Come back tomorrow. I'll have everything ready.
Yes, come on. I feel like I was born to sing.
Yep.
All clear?
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, I wanna hit with somebody. Pickleball with some of my buddies. Pickleball with some of my buddies. That sounded a lot different in my head.
Sounds fine to me.
Bravo, Simone.
By the way, I'm not delusional. I'm not that delusional. I am fully aware of how bad of a singer I am. My kids remind me every day when in the car. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
My glass cup in my kitchen literally just shattered and my dog is howling.
Well, I am reminded every day that I sing. Right now, like I'm really into the new Adele song, and so that goes on, and I start singing, and the kids' faces is like right away is like, "What are you doing? Stop singing! You're horrible!" And I'm
You know
like,
what?
I'm fully aware, but I don't.
That is where the inspiration from this came from. Is I remember you telling me on multiple occasions that Alexis loves to sing, but they get so mad at you when you sing in the car, and they always tell you how horrible you are at singing. And that's what kind of, I guess, spurred the idea on that, like, oh, we could do something like this.
And that's the thing, I really don't care because I like to sing and I
And I
really
love that
don't
about you.
care.
You should.
Because honestly, like this is like it brings me joy. So I look at them, I was like, just cover your ears then. I don't care. And then I'll put it a little louder and that way, you know, it kind of, but I mean Alexa says actually like on my phone has video. She has grabbed my phone and videoed me singing in the car, so she thinks it's hilarious. You know, I mean, it's like, but no, she thinks she's hilarious by filming me, and I'm like, I was like, I don't care. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can do whatever you want. So
you know what? Next time she tries to make fun of you, say, "Hey, hey, Alexis, I've gotten paid to sing. Have you?"
Oh, I like that. Good.
Ouch.
Well, this one is so funny, and it's again multi-layered. As Ash told the story of Simone, the first time that we did videos with her, she was staying at our house. We were filming commercials, and that was one of the nights that we were like singing and playing guitar and stuff. For those that don't know, Ashley and I used to be in a band. That literally is Ashley singing, and as Jeff said, that commercial, referring back to the original I Want to Dink with Somebody, was the inspiration that got us through the quarantine and turned me into a lifelong Jigsaw Health customer. So Jeff, thank you so much for your business.
That's awesome.
We really appreciate that. That was Ashley and RJ, who is the sound engineer in this video here, the bald guy. They co-wrote that and produced that together. So when Ashley's actually singing the track in RJ's studio, that's actually Ashley's voice that you're hearing. So
amazing.
You are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
This one was definitely had the best line and the best look. So there's this thing right here after Simone. Wait, it's right. Where is it? This thing right here.
The hair flip. Oh yeah.
So
I feel like I was born to sing.
I want everyone to know that that was your idea, where you're like, oh, actually, we did that take 3 times. The first time you did it as like, I feel like I was born to sing, and my response was, I think we need 10% less crazy.
Yeah. Is that on the bloopers?
Oh, do we have bloopers of that? Let's see if we do. I think that we do. Corey usually tells me if we do, but. Then when we got to the third time, she was like, oh, I got it. She didn't tell me what she was going to do. She just goes,
I feel like I was born to sing.
With the hair toss.
Yeah, nailed it.
We saw it. We were like, yep, that's the take. That was awesome. So let's see here.
I mean, completely delusional. Like, you know.
I like RJ's face right here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
You're a natural.
In fact, this time when you watch through this, watch RJ's body language. Don't watch Simone. Watch Art. Watch.
No, but the face he makes right now.
Somebody. I want to move my feet with somebody.
Subtle, but
yeah,
it's so good.
I want to think with somebody. Pickleball with some of my buddies. How's that?
He gets to smile.
You're a natural.
You're a natural.
Come back tomorrow. I'll have everything ready.
Yes.
I mean, the acting is really quite good. Richard,
On
I
point.
agree. Simone is a
On
good
point.
actress.
Yes, she is.
And we're often asked, do we hire actors? Do you have to be an actor to work at Jigsaw Health? The answer is no. We'll turn you into one. There was also a question I saw from Richard. Are you guys the producers of the Jigsaw commercials? Yes. All the commercials that you've seen have all been produced internally. as I've mentioned a couple times, Corey Malkin is the director of video productions. He's actually my cousin. He graduated from USC Film School, started working with us as an intern about 5 years ago. And he's the one, along with RJ and often Christian on our graphic design team, that helps us and make all of us in front of the camera look and sound good. So we definitely could not do it without them. A few other comments that I should probably bring up just because, yes, Simone is a good actress. And Ashley, you have a beautiful voice. I love it. You are amazing.
Thanks, Paul.
How did you get that Whitney Houston voiceover? You sound like her, Ashley. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you grow up and you're 7 years old and you're singing in the car to Whitney Houston all day, right?
All day, every day.
There you go.
It didn't happen to me.
That's hilarious. So what should we watch next? I mean,
Do we have bloopers?
let's see. I think we do have some bloopers of that.
What I was gonna say that I think one of the I forgot to tell you guys, but when I was filming that the commercial because I think a lot of people may not know this, but where all the commercials are filmed is actually where your warehouse is and where you have your product and everybody's there. All the staff is there answering phone calls. And when I was there filming, I was doing answering the phone call one. And a customer walks in and pretty much, he's like looking for product and it's just like talking about purchasing, he wanted to get something. He had a tournament or something. And then, of course, it turned into a photo op before doing the commercial. And so he got his product. Listen to this. I actually saw him at a tournament.
Oh,
wow. Did you?
Yeah, he goes and I'm terrible with names, always have been, but I'm really good with faces. So I see this guy. Yeah, exactly. I see this guy coming towards me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the guy." And he's like, "Hi," and anyways, we had a little chat. But just world of pickleball.
One cool thing that the customer that walked in happened to be a pickleballer.
Yeah. And
was like, I came in to get product and Simone's at the front desk. This is the best day ever. So it was a nice surprise and delight for him.
Oh, he was so cute. And then of course, like I see him at a tournament just a few weeks later.
That's
so
great.
Well,
it was
on that note,
phenomenal.
How about we watch the phone call one?
Let's do it.
Mary says it's one of hers. And by the way, I did see some comments that you want to see the one where Simone forgets the tournament. We'll play that one too.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get we might go a little bit over today, but we're gonna go about 6 more minutes or so. So let's start with the Simone one-sided phone call.
Thanks for calling Jigsaw Health. This is Simone Jardim. How can I help you? No, she's not here today. Oh yeah, she does have a wicked backhand. I think she's from Slovakia. No, she's certainly not in the KGB. I think you're thinking of Irina. Sure. I can get you some pickleball cocktail. Are you sure you want the box? I strongly prefer the bag myself. Bag it is. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
So what did Irina say when you showed that to her? Because Irina had not seen that, correct?
Yeah, so we actually watched it all together because I think
you guys, Irina and Lucy?
Yeah, we watched it all together and a few other people actually. I think we were when we had a rain delay, remember?
PPA Austin, I think we were.
No.
Or no, PPA Orlando.
Orlando.
No, PPA Orlando.
Yeah, and so we were there watching it, and she went on to say that she wanted to say that she actually Uncle Vlad was in the KGB or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and then people are joking like, like I'm gonna, if I don't show up to the next tournament, we know what happened.
Well, I love that spot because it's an old Bob Newhart sketch where it's like he's on the phone with someone and you don't know, but you understand what the other side of the conversation is based on the response. And that one was like that. I think you're she's not in the KGB. I think you're thinking of Irina. We wrote that at lunch right before we had all the rest of it sort of figured out. And as you realize, I hope, like, we are trying to actually sell you product. We do need you to buy Jigsaw Health products so that we can make our payroll and that kind of stuff and keep the lights on, like the pickleball stack, the pickleball cocktail, Electrolyte Supreme, and Mag Soothe, right? But we like to do it in a way that's just really subtle. That's sort of like not just an in-your-face direct response message.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, edutaining, and this one has been a fun way to do that. Like, as I prefer the bag myself.
Bag it in.
Bag it is. So that was a really funny way of doing that, and we actually have some bloopers of that one. So why don't we show that?
Gosh.
Bloopers.
I think bloopers really are everyone's favorite. Here we go. Bloopers phone call. Let's go.
Oh, great choice. Let's go with that. Perfect. 5. Okay, give me a credit card and I'll run it and buy whatever I want. She is from Australia. Wow. Did you get it? That's the question.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm the one on the KGB, actually. I know people.
They're so funny.
That's when you say the less crazy. Less crazy.
Yeah, I need 10% less crazy. You probably don't even remember doing those that day, but you were pretty punchy that day. You were like, let's go, just having fun.
Well,
in fact, you were very girl power that day, if I can say so.
I love how Ashley knew the cue to hold the shirt.
Yeah,
She's
I'm like, oh,
real
just
scared.
help this.
I don't think there's any underneath there.
No,
I learned by experience.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, no, I just remember, like, because sometimes I do remember that sometimes I would just be like too quick on the conversation. I was like, sorry, buddy, you're not really talking. It's just me here talking to myself.
That's right. It's like,
that was like, oh my god.
We need a little
slow
pause
down.
between the conversation. Exactly.
It's just there is literally nobody on the other line. I'm making it obvious. Yeah.
Being married to a Russian woman, says Matthew Littlefield. I laughed so hard at that part. That's great. Well, we've got time for one more, unless we go into overtime. But let's go with, I think it was Rosemary. Yeah, I think it was Rosemary that said she wanted to see this one. So how about this one? Which, by the way, we filmed at the beginning of this year in like one day, a bunch of different locations at the JW Marriott in here in Phoenix, Arizona. So here we go.
Hey, Simone. How'd you play in the tournament today?
It started today.
So we did this one in partnership with our friends at the JW Marriott, and I think this still works. If you go to jwpickleball.com, you can still get a free bag of pickleball cocktail if you book your stay, and they've got a bunch of courts. But this was a tough one to pre-production because we're like, we want to show off the hotel. It's obviously a little different than most of the commercials that we've done, but how can we do it? And what did you want to say about this?
Well, I wanted to say, when we got up there to shoot this scene, Simone stood right there, hit the ball once, and it went right into the hole. What, it was like 8-foot putt?
And we weren't rolling.
We were like, are you just good at everything except for singing?
And she said, I'm so bad at golf. I'm probably never going to make it again.
And then
But
that was the third. Yeah.
oh, the third. So you made the first one when we weren't rolling.
And then I missed one, but you weren't rolling when I missed the next one. But then when we shot the first time, I think it was like the first time that he shot, I'm almost certain. And then I made it, and I was like, okay, what? Yeah. So I made 2 out of 3. I'm almost certain of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That was quite awesome.
And that celebration was pretty organic. Because
that celebration was for real. as was this relaxation in the spa. You're like, we don't have to go anywhere, do we? It's like, well, we got a lot more stuff to shoot, Simone.
Yeah,
but I think we do all have to comment on Ben's hair
and his facial expression.
I think he was sleeping all day.
The original script for this was like, oh, it'll be like Ben at this thing and Simone at that thing and Ben at this thing. But as we were doing pre-production, we were like, we do not have the time. This is a 30-second commercial. We don't have the time to get all that. So what if we just have Simone in all the places? And it's like, okay, but then it's just Simone in all the places. And I think it was the day before with Corey. Oh, there we go. Corey talking about, sunk that putt on the first rolling shot. I think we were like, what are we going to do to make this like more Jigsaw-y?
Like funny.
Because they want something funny. And it's like, well, how about Simone's been having such a good time at the JW Marriott that she forgot the tournament. It's like, well, how are we going to do that? Cue Ben.
Yeah.
And then I think Ben did just a fantastic job. Let's just watch this scene again. So here we are in the middle of the restaurant.
How'd you play the tournament today?
It started today?
It started today?
He's like, what have you been doing?
Yeah. So that was a great one.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
And yeah, that's right. Rob Noonan was helping us all day.
Yes.
He was our gaffer, and he was helping Corey with the drone shot on this.
Yeah.
And now he knows why to be a spotter. So yes. Thank you.
Had lunch with us.
So yeah, where do we go next? So that was.
I just want to say thank you to. I mean, we aren't getting to all the comments, but we are reading them, and you guys are saying some really sweet things, and we just want to say thank you for your contribution to this live stream, for being here, for asking questions and engaging, and we appreciate you all so much.
Here's a good one. Troy, who you met in Vegas, I presume a few weeks ago. You're amazing and definitely an inspiration. For sure. Girl power. Well, we've kept you a little long. We could run one more final commercial. I think we should go with Confidence Coach. So we are streaming tonight on Simone's channel. And I think Simone has perhaps the biggest audience in all of pickleball in terms of teaching. And I will tell you that Ashley and I have had the chance to play with Simone, and the lessons that we got from her,
the best, 2 of which respect the drop, and the second of which just hit it back in the same direction. You amateurs try to change direction too much. So if you're listening at home, respect the drop. Don't try to do too much with it. If your opponent hits a good drop, you know what? Just dink, let them get to the kitchen, and stop trying to do all this misdirection. You're not good enough for it. It's causing too many mistakes.
Sometimes too honest, pretty much.
No.
I think it's great.
It's definitely helped our game. And actually, Ashley at PPA Vegas played 4-5 mixed. They went 2-2.
No,
I thought last minute.
I
filled in with a friend who was already signed up, and his partner couldn't play. So he's like, "Hey, will you play with me?" I'm like, "That's a stretch for me, but sure, let's go."
So Simone, you've given us confidence to aim for the sky.
For the sky. That everybody says that to me. Aim for the sky. Oh my God.
Shoot, I can't remember my password.
We don't say can't. We conquer.
I got it.
I wish I could do a backflip.
We don't say I wish. We accomplish.
Shh, that's a lot of shh.
I finally did it.
I'm going to try this one more time.
We don't say try. We aim for the sky.
Yeah, the sky.
Good job, Patrick.
Seriously, that was so hard to not crack up because that was the one we could only do one take. So
Right.
I was like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Think of something sad. Don't laugh because you were a hot mess. You were a hot mess. You were like, I mean, it was like for real. You were like, I think I remember you said something how you actually lost control a little bit for a while, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. We can watch that again. I wish we had it in slow mo. Maybe we'll get it in slow mo next time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I remember that you were like, you kind of like, yeah.
We did a Simone and I did a dry run, literally dry run of this scene about 12 times, maybe 15 times to get our pacing. And I had an empty bottle that I was using and I was turning it and like messing with it, but I didn't really quite know what the physics of the bottle was going to be like once it was full. So the sheer terror that you see in my face when it like goes in but then slips over, that was real.
I know. I remember that because I remember the after, like, because I was ready to just crack up. Like, I mean, I was ready to start bursting, laughing.
That's right.
And
but you realized
like
if you
struggle. Oh, I know, because you were like struggling, and I pictured that there was gonna be stuff everywhere. Like, I mean, it was.
I mean, you can see
for the sky.
Yeah, the sky.
I even like
wait a second. Just sheer terror.
She's like, you're kind of hopeless. Here, clean this.
No, but you know, I just noticed, but when you were doing it, I actually backed up.
Yeah. Oh, you did. That's right.
I was like, oh my gosh, there's water everywhere. You can see me in the picture, and then you see me backing up because I was
We don't say
like,
try.
this is crazy.
We aim for the sky.
Yeah, the sky.
Oh yeah, you were getting water everywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, I got tennis shoes. I need these, and then I was just.
When we filmed this, Corey had another camera from a different angle, and he did a cut where it went from one side and then to the other side. But we decided to just keep it as the one shot because it just seemed so much more real and awkward.
Yeah,
it was.
And I'm so glad that we did. One other funny story. You remember Taylor, who is on our customer happiness team that was shooting behind the scenes photos that day. She brought her daughter, Erin.
Yeah.
She brought her daughter, Erin. I think that's how you say her name. And her daughter's maybe, call it 10? I don't know. I should probably know more about my employees' families than I do. But here's what she sent us a Snapchat later that night of Erin to her little sister saying our entire sequence back and forth, which was, okay. So you see Erin saying, okay, I'm going to try this one more time. We don't say try. We aim for the sky. Yeah, the sky.
It was so cute. So cute.
Well, it was a little like Buzz Lightyear. It was very Buzz Lightyear.
Yes, very Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, probably a big part of it.
Well, Brad, final comment here. Simone is the best, and Chase can't wait until February. if you want to leave your final comments, we're going to sign off in a moment. We thank you so much for being a part of this. We had Rob suggesting a different alternative punchline. Would have been great to have Simone take the mop out of her pickleball bag, like the last commercial.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to that one today. We actually have, like 4 more.
We can do a follow-up.
But let's just do a follow-up. Let's leave them wanting more. Oh, there's Taylor. This is my daughter's favorite commercial.
Yes, we were just talking about you.
That's fantastic.
Our ears isn't that something that you
Be
say?
burning?
Be burning.
Yeah, burning.
And Corey, our director, saying thanks to Rob again for helping out that day.
And I just wanted to say, if you guys want to get a Simone Girl Power shirt or coffee mug or skateboard or shower curtain, you can go to jigsawswag.com and you can find all of her Girl Power stuff on
There we go. Yeah, get Simone's Girl Power t-shirt. Oh, and her Girl Power mug.
Yeah.
Just go to jigsawswag.com and you will find it. Simone, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of our team. This is really a fun way to get to know, I think, for your audience to get to know you in a similar way that we have gotten to know you by working with you, by seeing some of the behind the scenes. So we're just very, very thankful.
Well, thank you guys. And as always, it's always fun working with you guys, and just a different type of energy, much needed healing energies, but also just kind of getting a little bit of positivity and smiling a little bit. What is it? Turn your frown upside down.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just been a little.
That's right. Pam wishing you a get well soon, by the way, on that one.
Laughter is the best medicine. Pickleball is a close second.
That's right.
Yep.
Glad
absolutely.
you enjoyed it. Glad you love our motto. It's fun to feel good.
It is, and I miss it.
I know. You're going to get there. You're going to get there.
That's right.
And I want to say happy birthday to you on the 7th coming up.
7th, yeah.
And so eat some cake tonight and maybe just have some cake all week for birthday.
Hold on. Layden. Come here, quick. So birthday boy, here he is. He's all sweaty.
Hey, Landon, happy birthday,
There you go.
buddy.
Lean in. Happy birthday.
I hope you...
Happy birthday to you.
He's a really good singer, isn't he?
Almost as good as Simone.
Well, have some cake, buddy. I hope you have a great birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And happy birthday.
Yeah, he's all sweaty. He's been playing basketball in the garage.
Well, on that, I think we'll shut it down and bid you adieu. How do we say it in Portuguese?
Ciao, it's bye, or boa noite is good night.
We'll just say ciao.
Yeah, I can stick with ciao, CHOW, right?
That's Italian, and in Portuguese, that would be a whole lot, another class,
another episode.
Well, ciao, everybody.
Bye.